episode 1611 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Well, Friday, weekend coming up. I'm looking forward to it. Got some plans with my wife. My son is doing well, and today we're just going to do a show about how long you should wait for that interview. Like you're being stood up is the way it feels. Hope you find it helpful. Hope you give it a great review, and let's just get going, okay? Today I want to answer a question from someone, and it's one of these classic situations for the in-person interview. You go to the interview, you're invited to have a seat, and it feels like you're forgotten about. How long should you wait? How long should you put up with the rude treatment being kept waiting? Great question. And I want to kind of start off with the history of these situations, which I've been in search for more than 40 years before moving into coaching. And I remember waiting for someone with whom I had an appointment. I'd be sitting there for a half hour, bored out of my gourd, because there was nothing to do. You know, you'd sit there, they'd have the annual reports, like you could read the financials of this thing. I'm not an accountant, and we have since learned, of course, how bogus these things are. So what was the point of reading it? They might have a newspaper, or I might have brought one with me, but I've already gone through it because I had the subway ride and the wait, and how much longer am I supposed to put up with this? Well, things have changed a little bit. And I'm not saying to tolerate being abused, but let's say 10 to 15 minutes has gone by. And you had a 1 o'clock appointment, it's 1:15, and you've got something behind this. You have another appointment scheduled, you have some place to be, and you can politely walk over to the reception if that's the scenario that you're in, and simply say, I had a 1 o'clock, it's 1:15 now, I have an appointment behind this. Do you have a sense of how long this is going to be before I'll actually have the chance to speak with so-and-so? No, I don't. Let me check. They come back out. And once they come back out and they tell you how long it is, you've got a decision to make. Now, if you're out of work, well, sit there and tough it out. Because if you don't have something behind this, well, let me first start off with, if you do have something behind this, you have the choice as to whether or not you just want to reschedule because you've got another appointment. You just can't sit there forever. If you don't have something, you don't tell them that you've got something behind this. Don't lie to them. Very simply say, it's about 1:15 now. I had a 1 o'clock. Do you have an idea how much longer this is going to be? And then after that, whatever the answer is, go back to your phone and answer emails, hang out on whatever sites you like to, keep yourself mentally engaged. Because the real thing in the waiting game was about the mental engagement. And it was hard to perform at a high level on an interview when you had nothing to do and you're just bored out of your gourd. You're sitting there for a half hour with the last 15 minutes looking out the window, staring at the traffic, and you're suddenly going, Jesus. And it's like you're mentally distracted. You're off your game. If you're going to wait, stay mentally engaged, but not so focused on your phone or your iPad or whatever you're staring at that you don't pay attention when someone comes in to greet you. You always want to be ready that as soon as you see them coming in, you're flipping your buds out. You're going right into the interview mode, and there's no delay, no hesitation. If you can't do that, reschedule. If you can do that, hang out there for a little bit longer and then politely ask to be rescheduled. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get more from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 6,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. If you want the best of my advice, join JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I've curated information with a focus on interviewing. If you decide to take the lifetime membership at the site, it's $299 currently, but that's the price of a coaching session or an hour of coaching from me, and I'll be giving that to you if you join with a lifetime membership. Have a few questions? Contact me through the Magnify app for iOS or PrestoExperts.com where you can call me. Schedule a specific time with me through chat on Magnify or by connecting with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected on LinkedIn, you can message me about coaching you, scheduling in time for Magnify or Presto Experts, speak with me about a resume or LinkedIn profile critique, help you with a salary negotiation or my trusted advisor services, and much, much more. Like you, I don't work for free. I do charge for what I do. You can take my classes on Skillshare and become a premium member using the link in the show notes and receive 2 months for free instead of just the one that the site offers. Skillshare offers thousands and thousands of courses, not just simply mine, on a host of different subjects that can help you in many different ways. Lastly, join my group on Facebook called Career Angles. It's free to the first 250 people who join and is focused on helping you do better at work. Information is shared daily, and we're attempting to build a supportive group there. Ask to join. I'm not letting recruiters in at this point. So I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!